What I thought, I didn't think it'd be worth actually talking about the weapons here. I went poking around and looking at famous weapons. One of the weapons I actually looked at was the alleged weapon used to kill John F. Kennedy, a 1940s Italian bolt-action rifle, the Manolito Caccano. As I sort of looked around at bits and pieces for it, I noticed one or two interesting things. They don't pertain to the rifle themselves, but more to Lee Harvey Oswald. First off, bollocks, this is going to have to stand in for our Manolito Caccano because I haven't got one. The general sort of arrangement, bolt on the side, scope on the top, exactly what Lee Harvey Oswald is alleged to have used. So if you're going to fire it, it'd be normally up, back, down, bang, up, down, fire. More or less the same sort of thing, but the bolt actually here. So you can hold it like so. I took the bloody safety catch off. Oh, I took the safety. I hate it when things go wrong. That's it. Etc. 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 That's right. I need, since I'm left-handed, I can't really do this. I need a right-handed volunteer.
Oh, come on.
I want a right-handed person, please. Right. Hold that. What I want you to do is cock it and fire it 3 times, which is the same number of shots that Lee Harvey Oswald is alleged to have fired.
How long have I got to do it?
That's the interesting bit. No, but put it to your shoulder because you're aiming for somebody's head.
You can actually use a rifle to do it.
Yeah, but this is more fun.
That's true, it's much more humiliating.
Oh! Now, obviously, it's alleged that Lee Harvey Oswald managed to do this in 5 seconds. Fat chance, don't go anywhere.
No.
Don't go anywhere. Now we're going to introduce 1 or 2 other interesting things about the rifle. The scope was zeroed for a left-handed person. Can anyone remember the photograph that is alleged to have been taken in the back alley with Lee Harvey Oswald holding the rifle? He's holding it in his left hand. Well, after Lee Harvey Oswald was shot by Ruby, they did what's called a paraffin test on the body. Okay, it's not notoriously reliable, but there are evidence of firing on both hands, but not his right cheek. You start putting this together, you can only draw one conclusion. If Lee Harvey Oswald was guilty, he must have fired the rifle left-handed. So what I want you to do now is to fire our Manolito Caccano left-handed.
Somewhere else.
And what is noticeable, he can actually fire it faster. So the idea of getting 3 shots off within 5 seconds now becomes a possibility. You have just volunteered to be Lee Harvey Oswald.
We'll get me back.
So you can hang on to that, go sit down.
Right.
The next thing we're going to look at, as recorded in the Warren Commission, the shots. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 seats. One for JFK, and one for Governor Connolly. Now, I need 2 volunteers.
I want to be JFK.
You want to be JFK?
Yay!
Right, you sit at the back then.
I will get a bloody regeneration in this convention.
Right, I need a Governor Connolly.
Come on, Joe.
Anyone will do, anyone will do. Come on. Now, this is an early draft of the Warren Commission. Basically what they said is that 3 shots were fired. You have to hold your hand like this because this is the early draft.
Can I have the radio on as well?
Yeah, you can have the radio on. In through the back, out the throat, into the arm and out. That's shot 1. Shot 2, in through the arm, out the bottom. Shot 3, in through the back of the head. Okay, put your arm down.
Classic
I
attack.
think, you know, the Warren Commission went, great, marvellous, this is all the holes accounted for, 3 shots, piece of piss. But then something else cropped up as more people gave evidence. There was a bloke called James Teague, stood in the triple underpass. Now, James Teague was actually wounded by a stray shot. Now, if he was wounded, that must have meant there was a 4th shot and a 2nd shooter. Shitty death went through Warren. We can't have this. Hence, the magic bullet theory. So this is what was claimed now. The position of the arm now moves. The first shot is a stray, hits James Teague in the underpass. Down he goes. The second shot, in through the back, out through the front, in through here, out here, down through the wrist, and into the leg. But trouble is, it doesn't quite line up.
Raise your leg a bit.
This bullet has to zigzag in order to make those holes. In through the back and out the throat. Doesn't make sense, does it? It comes out, turns 90 degrees, then goes forward. Out the chest, then it goes down to 45 degrees, in through the wrist and out the leg, into the leg.
Warner Brothers have them.
It doesn't make sense. However, one thing you have to consider, that the Cadillac is a 2-door. The width of the seat goes all the way across. And if you look at any 2-door car, the front seats are always narrower together. So if you'd like to stand up for a minute, I'm going to move your seat. There, sit down. Also, the rear seat on the Cadillac is slightly higher. Now, if you sort of think about it, the bullets are going to start lining up. In through the back, how it gets up the throat, I've no bloody idea. Straight out, straight into colony, straight out. That is almost a straight line. Okay, it does go into his leg. And where it gets buried. So, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to have a quick pass at the assassination. Right, Lee Harvey Oswald, where's he gone? Stand by the triple book repository. We need a James Teague. I need a quick James Teague. We need a James Teague stood here.
Oh, no.
By the way, what is the 19 packing up?
Right, okay. Right, you are James Teague.
I'm being assassinated.
Right. I'm going to go here and I'm just going to emulate the cavalcade. Comes up the road, nice rifle lead, comes round the corner. Shot number 1, please. Shot number 1, in the pack, out here, in here, down here, fine. Shot number 2, please. James Teague, you've been wounded, hit the floor. Shot number 3, in through the head, out the front.
The Jackie's nice.
Yeah, okay, James Teague can stand up now. Okay, you sit down. There's, as reported in the Warren Commission, the head actually, this is in the Warren Commission, go read it, the head went forward and to the right. And they've got photographs in the Warren Commission to prove it. These photographs are actually frames from the Zapruder film. Now, because they're desperate to prove the lone gun nut theory. Now, I take it that everyone has seen the Zapruder film. The head goes back to the left. These 3 frames in the Warren Commission have been put in back to front, deliberately to prove that it came from behind. No. Well, the shot actually came from somewhere else. Now, if the shot came from somewhere else, it must have meant a second shooter.
It was you.
We now have to consider where those other shots came from. Evidence was ignored about a shot coming from the grassy knoll.
Oh no, not grassy.
The grassy knoll. So now we need 2 people behind the grassy knoll. You will do, so right, one of you get one of these, you get one of these. Right. You are behind the grassy knoll, there you go. Right, we don't know who fired what. These people are known as Black Dog and Badge Man. Well, if one was called Badge Man, I suppose I'm going to give you a badge.
I have a badge.
Okay, it's Man from Uncle Badge, but at least you'll get a badge. Yeah, have a badge, stick it on, you can keep the badge afterwards. Right. With our people behind the grassy knoll, we now have a low flat trajectory, so the bullet can actually go in the temple and completely take his head off, and the bullet won't. Yep, okay, Lee Harvey Oswald, where are you? Go back. So we're going to try T. Over the corner, over the corner.
Regeneration.
Are we ready?
So temporary
Here we
anomaly.
go. Right from Lee. Shot number 1. Zap, 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 zap. Out. Shot number 2. Down you go.
Look, I'm bleeding.
Shot number 3. Ouch. There's more. There's more.
The Dalek was not.
Why was the evidence on the grassy knoll deliberately ignored by the Warren Commission? Because people at the front here rushed up to the grassy knoll there, but they were stopped by bogus FBI. Warren said, well, since there's no real FBI there, yeah, all this grassy knoll stuff's a bag of nails. So let's have some bogus FBI. Yeah, one for you. One for you. Here, stick the badge on. One for you.
Turn the radio
One
off a
for
minute.
you.
Talking to them.
One for you. One for you. Right.
Turn the radio off.
Here we go. Bogus FBI. So what's going to happen? You can get up now, James.
Yeah, we're going to shoot you again in a minute.
So now, when this lot gets shot, you just turn around and says, shoot on grassy knoll, and you say, no, the bloody isn't it. Okay, are we ready? Here we go again. Where's James? James, up you go. Up, right. Right, here we go. Down the
Nice
rifle, Lee. Shot number 1. Bang, 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 bang. Straight. Shot number 2. Down you go. Shot number 3. Back and to the left.
I'm dead.
There's a gun over there.
Right. Okay, get up, James. We've still got more to come. There was a stupid theory about the driver of the car, because once somebody looked at the Zapruder, they thought they saw a flash. So we need another seat. We need another seat, and we need the driver of the Cadillac. Because it was reported that he took out a nickel-plated gun and shot the president himself. James T, are you ready? Right. Here we go.
Fine.
Nice rifle, Lee. Shot number 1. Bang, 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 bang. Shot number 2.
Oh dear.
Down you go. Shot number 3.
I never liked you.
Bang! I've still got 1 person missing.
The president's wife.
The cigarette smoking man from the X-Files. We need that person under a chair.
Dead. Dead. Get over the
for
chair.
it.
Don't knock over the beer. You're just bloody lucky.
Under the chair, under the chair.
Guess we'll go up again.
That'll do. Right, okay, there you go. There you go.
I thought you were in that position with your old boyfriend.
Can I have a gun and shoot the president, please?
I tell you what, yeah, you can have one as well. Alright, everybody.
I want the
Alright, shoot yourself, shoot yourself.
Barry, Dave Trey says, can he play Jackie?
Oh, Jackie! He's got baked beans on his head. Right, one for you.
I want the bigger gun.
This is James after all.
You got a bigger one?
I want a big gun.
Alright. Right, couple more. Right, one for you. One for you. No, right.
This
This is the last one.
I'll do that.
All right, right. You stand here and prepare to leap on. Leap on it. Ready? Are we? Oh,
Hang on, wait a second. Why has he got a gun?
looks like the first
Cheat! He's a lonely guy.
Right. Look, Jackie. Stand on the seat. Jackie. You mean let Jackie Kennedy shoot her own bloody husband?
No,
You got your own.
Right.